All right, hey guys, we have covered a lot. So we've covered the different parts of speech. We've covered the first sentence pattern, which is subject, noun, and verb. We've covered the next sentence pattern, which is subject, noun, verb, direct object. Remember that the numbers of the patterns don't really matter because eventually people don't use them. So I want to talk about the next sentence pattern, but I actually want to stop for just a second, and I want to talk about possessive nouns and possessive pronouns. Because in some of our sentences we will have things like his or her or mom's or dad's, and it's important for us to talk about that. So let's just say we have mom's cake. I'm not going to put this in context of a sentence, but if we have the word mom, mom is not a pronoun, it's a noun. It's person, place, or thing, but it is not replacing mom, right? So mom is the noun. So when we have that, we say, okay, mom's cake. Whose cake? Mom's cake. Possessive noun adjective, because it does tell us which cake, or in other words, whose cake. Which cake? It's mom's cake. Okay, so it is an adjective, but this is a noun, and it's a possessive noun. It is mom's cake. It belongs to mom. It is the family's dog. It belongs to the family. But it is not saying our dog, it's saying the family's dog. Family is a noun. It is not a pronoun. It is not replacing the word family, if that makes sense. So if we have a possessive noun adjective, we put P-N-A, mom's cake. I'm sorry, you can see the stuff we're going to do in just a second, but mom's cake. Whose cake? Mom's. Possessive noun adjective. Okay, but then there's things like, if we wanted to replace mom's with a pronoun, we could say her cake. And so again, not in context of a sentence, whose cake? Her. Now this is a pronoun. Her is replacing mom. So it would be possessive pronoun adjective. I'm going to show you how that is. It's P-P-A, and we write that above. It is telling us which cake. It's mom's cake. Whose cake? Mom's cake. Right? But it's her now. And so it's possessive, it's her cake, and it is an adjective because it is telling us which cake. It is mom's cake, right? So just want to make sure, and it is a pronoun, not a noun. So we have possessive noun adjective and possessive pronoun adjective, and we do write those differently. So getting on to our next sentence pattern. So it is a subject, noun, verb, direct object, indirect object. So an indirect object basically identifies who, to who, or for who, or what the object was done for. So, you know, the direct object takes the verb. So we said earlier that the boy hit the ball, right? So that was, the ball took the action. Now we're going to say who it was done for, or who or what it was done for or given to. So for example, I want to make it easier. It's a lot easier to learn it in context of a sentence. So I've done several of them just to make sure that we really get it. The first sentence says, hopefully you can see that okay, the instructor gave his student A's. Who gave his student A's? Instructor, subject, noun. What is being said about instructor? Instructor gave, verb. Gave what? A's. He didn't give his students, right? He's not giving away his students. He gave A's. Gave A's to whom or what? In this instance we say whom because it's a person or people. Students. Indirect object. Whose students? His students. Here you see possessive pronoun adjective. The article adjective. It's hard to get my fingers going the right direction with these. We did skip something in there, but we'll do it next time. We always ask to verify noun. Does A's mean the same thing as instructor? No. So A's, direct object. We'll do that in the next sentence a little bit better. Okay, so let me see if I can get my finger going the right direction. Okay, next sentence. Joe sold me his boat. Who sold? Joe. subject noun. What is being said about Joe? Joe sold. Verb. Sold what? Boat. Verify the noun. Does boat mean the same thing as Joe? No. Joe, direct object. Sold boat to whom? Me. Indirect object. Whose boat? His boat. Possessive, pronoun, adjective. All right, so there's a couple. Let me do this a little bit bigger, show you how we diagram it. Yes, I've got it written out here. So you can see my sentence is, Mom gave the dog a treat. Okay, remember, the dog is not what she was giving. She was not giving someone a dog. She was giving a treat. A treat to whom? So who received the action? The dog. The dog was given the treat. If that makes sense. So let's do that again with our classifying. So I'm going to actually turn this over. I'll go through the sentence and then I'll turn it back over so you guys can see the classifying that I did. Who gave the dog a treat? Mom. Subject noun. What is being said about mom? Mom gave. Verb. Mom gave what? Okay. Is she giving the treat or is she giving the dog? She's giving the treat. So mom gave treat. Verify the noun. Does treat mean the same thing as mom? No. Treat, direct object. Gave a treat to what? Dog. Indirect object. A, article, adjective. The, article, adjective. All right, let me turn that over so you can see it. And that's how we do our question answer flow. Now, when we diagram it, I showed you we have the subject noun as the complete subject. We don't have anything else that goes with it, so it's just, this side is just mom. And then we have our complete predicate on this side, which is the verb in all of its parts. Gave. So you can see the dog is who is being given to. So the dog is receiving the action of the verb. So it's the treat received the action, but whom received the treat, who received the direct object, was the dog. So, but this is the person who is receiving the giving, or the thing that was receiving the giving. So you can see that gave has the dog attached to it. It identifies who is receiving the action, if that makes sense. A treat, the action that was given, or what were they receiving, was a treat. So gave what? A treat. So it actually receives the action itself. Okay, hope that makes sense. Gave what? Treat. To whom? The dog. So the verb takes who it was being given the treat. It's kind of confusing. Do several of these. You can make up several. Dad baked mom a cake. Mom gave the children chores. The teacher assigned his students homework. All good sentences to practice this on. And just play with it and you'll get it. It really is pretty easy once you learn it. It sounds more difficult than it really is. So just remember that the indirect object is the whom or what that is receiving the direct object. And the direct object takes the action of the verb. So there you go. All right, I'm moving on to the next sentence. Of course, feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. There's lots of websites out there with great stuff, including the diagramming, the sentences, and everything. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye.